Hello, Divine Souls. Welcome to Global Women Empowerment Sessions 2020. A woman is the full circle. Within her is the power to create, nurture, and transmutation with Triple One Feminine Masters across the globe. So, as part of this Triple One Day session, we have successfully entered into our day 19. Today we have with us Sharoo from Delhi, and she'll be sharing with us on beautiful topic called self-love. So before starting our session, let's meditate for 2 minutes by connecting with all the higher beings. So I request everyone to please close your eyes. Let's invite the divine goddess energies. Let's invoke all the higher beings of love and light. Let's invoke angels, archangels, Himalayan masters, and all the divine feminine masters in this universe. Let's connect with them and do meditation for 2 minutes. Focus on your normal and natural breath, my dear friends. Meditation is all about calming your mind and connecting with your true self, with your inner self. Receive this divine healing energies flowing from all these higher masters. Let's send and radiate this love and compassionate energies to all the beings on this planet Earth. May all the living beings on this planet Earth live happy, healthy, and peaceful. Now gently place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and you can slowly open your eyes. Friends, today we have with us Sharoo. Sharoo, she's a spiritual advisor by profession and she was born with the intuition of spiritual healing. Her life dramatically changed when she started meditating in 2011 and she intuitively started connecting with the angels. Since then, under the guidance of the angels, she has been addressing wide variety of physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual issues by helping people unveil the mysteries of their life through past life regression, akashic healing, karmic board reading, and many more. She has been combining all these healing techniques for past 9 years, and she has been teaching this meditation in India and abroad. So we welcome you, Sharoo. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sri Lakshmi, for giving a beautiful introduction. And thank you so much for giving this platform to me where I am able to express my experiences, where I'll be able to share my thoughts with all of you. Thank you for making me a part of this vision that Sri Patri sir has seen, and I'm a part of it, and which is being implemented by the great masters like Dr. GK and Parinita and you and so many other masters. And I am really, really grateful to the angelic realm who have always been there to support me in my endeavors. And last but not the least, thank you everyone who is here watching me right now. Thank you so much. So since this platform is for the feminine energy, for their empowerment, for the upliftment of women power. So I just thought of taking a subject which is being ignored for millennials altogether by all the women or all the feminine energy, which is called self-love. But before I dwell into that subject called self-love, I just want that let's have a better understanding of this word self-love, because in these 9 years of my spiritual counseling, I have realized that people have a very constricted understanding of self-love, because people feel that self-love is just loving your own self. But what I feel, what I have experienced is self-love is just not loving yourself. Self-love means when you are forgiving yourself. Self-love means when you are being gentle with yourself. Self-love means when you are actually accepting yourself, all your shadow side and all your beautiful side. Especially the self-love is self-love when you are respecting yourself, when you're respecting your needs, your goals, your desires, your aspirations. Because what I feel is that when you start understanding and respecting yourself and your needs, what happens is that you also start respecting the other people, the universe, and everything that is all around you. But what happens is that mind always plays games, as everybody knows. So the questions that keep coming, especially the female energies like us, the women who are always working with our emotions and intuitions, for them, the mind always asks the questions like, how can I love myself when I'm being branded as selfish or neglectful? Or how can I help, how can I love myself if, people are there who are very toxic, there are toxic relations. So, but the thing is that why are these questions being aroused or by the mind? Why is it that these questions come up in the mind? So let's understand the reasons that why these questions come up. And let's understand the reasons why we as women are not able to love ourselves so fully. So what I have experienced in my lifetime, in this lifetime, is that there's two basic reasons why we are not able to self-love or love ourselves. So the first and the foremost being the social and the parental conditioning. So to tell you the truth, we are being taught everything. We are taught to read, we are taught to write, we are taught to say please, we are taught to say thank yous. But what we are not taught is self-love, which is one of the most important ingredients, which is one of the most important dimension of our lives. So what we are taught from the beginning itself is that we have to keep the needs of the other people as a priority. The priority has to be others. So the priority should not be us. It should not be we should not be the priority. The family members, friends, relatives, these are the ones who should be the priority. So that is where actually problem starts arising, because what is it that we try to understand by this? There are two things we as women energy or women or feminine energy, we start inculcating two things, that is self-denial and self-sacrifice. And then where does these traits take us? Not even the traits, where does these two things take us to? The self-denial and self-sacrifice. We think that these are the traits that we have inculcated, but what it does is nothing but so many destructive things that come up in our mind, come up in our bodies. So what happens is these two things make us the self-martyrs, because we are not able to understand how do we love ourselves. We are not able to look after ourselves because we keep self-sacrificing ourselves. We keep just looking after the other people's needs. What do they need? And what happens is the physical ailments. Because we know that physical ailments, the reason of the physical ailments, it's just not physical or physiological or psychological all the time. It is metaphysical as well. So all these problems, all these things that we have been going through, what happens is that it starts changing into physical ailments. For example, you might have seen that most of the women today are suffering from uterus issues. There is a cancer or the fibroids or the cysts are there. Or maybe you can say that sometimes it's the breast cancer. I'm not here saying, I'm not denying that men also don't go through the same thing, or they do not face the problem of self-love. They do also do that because they also have the same problem on not loving their own selves, but not as compared to their women, because women have been taught from the beginning. The society has taught them that yes, the other person has to come first as compared to the particular individual. That person has to be there. Your child has to come first. Your husband has to come first. Your in-laws have to come first. Your parents have to come first. So what happens is that now the second thing that I have realized in my journey as a women and as a spiritual counselor also, that there is one more thing that is also bothering us, is that we always feel that self-love is nothing but selfishness. Self-love is always being equivalent to selfishness. That is what our psyche has come up with, that okay, the self-love means selfishness. But what is self-love? Is it selfishness? Actually, aren't we supposed to take care of our own needs? Aren't we supposed to take care of our own dreams? We do not try to understand one thing, that if we try to take care of our own selves, then only will we be able to take care of the other people. But again, there is a twist. We as women have always craved for stability. We have always craved for safety. And what happens is, we have this thing in our mind that we are, if we start loving ourselves, we are going against the norms of the society. We have to comply to the norms of the society. And if we do not conform to the norms of the society is going to reject us. The society is going, it's not going to accept us. And then this fear of loneliness, this fear of rejection comes inside of us. And because of this feeling, because of this fear that we have, we stop loving ourselves, because we want to be a part of that society. We want to conform to that society because we are being accepted in that society, no matter whatever it is, no matter what the rules and regulations are. Now, the question is that why and how should we love ourselves? What are, basically, why should we love ourselves? So when we start loving ourselves, it is very important for all of us to understand that the more we are able to love ourselves, the more we will be able to love the other people. The benefits of self-love are so many. Today, if we talk about scientific researches, they have also proved that if we are dwelling into self-love, what will it give? It will give a healthier mindset to us. It will change our world completely, because it is going to beautify our world, because we are also giving importance to ourselves, our physical self, our mental self, our emotional self. So there are so many benefits that also come up with it. But now the question is, we always ask how to love ourselves. So there are certain things that I'm going to say, and I'm going to tell you that how can we love ourselves? Number one, we should try to say no to people. We should try to say no to everything and anything that we do not like. Because it is not something that I'm telling you that you have to get into a fight, or you have to get into a brawl with somebody, with your spouse or with your relatives. The only thing is that you just have to say no to a thing that you don't want in your life, or that you don't like it at that time to happen. For example, I'll just give you one simple example. You are tired since the morning, and at around 9:30 you're having a bad headache, and you just hit the bed. And all of a sudden, what happens is, one of your family members comes and says that, can you please make a warm glass of water for me, a warm glass of milk for me? So out of love, out of duty, out of responsibility, what you will do is you will drag yourself from the room to the kitchen, you will make it, you will give it to the person. But what are the repercussions? When you are going to the kitchen, you are angry with that person. Angry, why? Because you are feeling that, oh my God, this person doesn't even understand what I'm going through. This person doesn't have any kind of an empathy. The person is saying, he's telling me that, okay, you go and make the milk. So there is so much of irritation at that time, because the person doesn't know what you're going through, and you're not telling that person either that what you're going through. So what will happen is this anger, irritation, frustration that you're having at that time, it will be suppressed inside of you, it will be repressed inside of you, resulting into physical ailments again, resulting into fights with your spouses. So if we are gently telling the other person that I am not in a mood to do it right now, or I don't want this right now, I think the situation is going to be a little better. You can make that person understand, be it your friend, be it your relative, be it your spouse, be it anyone. You can just tell that person that right now I'm not in a mood, or right now my physical health is not allowing me. Right now I have a headache. I cannot do it. So probably that person is also going to understand your needs. The person is going to understand your personal boundary, because for that, you have to make the other person also realize that you have personal boundaries too. You have personal needs too. But for that, you need to tell that person. We need to become our best friends. It is always seen that we always seek for happiness or emotional dependence externally. We do not seek it from inside. Have you ever wondered, have you ever realized that we are with our own selves 24/7? We are with our own selves 365 days a year. Our breath is with ourselves. Whenever we are feeling down, we are with our own selves when we are very happy. But the thing is that, have we ever considered that we can be our best friend? Have we ever considered that, we can also hold our hand when we are in the darkest of the times? The way we do it with our friends, whenever our friends are in a bad mood, or whenever our friends are in a bad state, what do? We just go there, we hold their hand, and we just say that I am there with you. But do we say that to us when we are going through the same thing? Do we have that mental conversation with our own selves that it's okay, I'm there with you, don't worry, I love you, and I'm going to be there with you no matter what? If this kind of a feeling, my dear friends, comes in you, trust me, you will not need any friend. You will not be emotionally dependent on anyone whatsoever. There will be no feeling that, oh my God, I'm alone. There will not be any fear of losing someone. There will not be any feeling of or fear of being abandoned by someone, if we choose to make ourselves our best friends. Then, my dear friends, we need to change. We really, really need to change the way we perceive ourselves. Trust me, in my journey, it was very, very difficult for me to change the way people used to perceive me. Because people have, through and through, they have judged me, they have criticized me, they have formed so many opinions about me. Trust me. And I used to get so depressed and angry sometimes. But then the angels taught me one thing, which was very beautiful, that, your flaws and your imperfections are yours. And you have the ability to work on these flaws and imperfections. Nobody is your competitor. You are your own competitor. So change these imperfections into perfections by working on it. So these are the doorways of change. So from that time onwards, I became my own favorite project. I started working on myself through and through. And what did I do? I started becoming a better person from yesterday. I might have done many various faults. Maybe I've committed mistakes. I've committed a lot of blunders. But then they were also mine. I had to take the responsibility of those things that I did in the past. But then I had to move on. I had to become a better version. I had to become a better me from yesterday. So this is what I did. So, and as far as the spirituality is concerned, They were also, what happened was when people used to judge me, what I used to do, through the angels when they started guiding me. So one step I took was that I cut down the cords. I just cut short the cords with those people who were not accepting me with my flaws and imperfections. So I just made my own world because they were not accepting me as one of them, because of my flaws, because of my imperfections. So what I did was I just cut the cords with them. I made my own world, even if it meant that that world was only consisting of 6 to 7 people. But I was content that these people love me with all my flaws and with all my imperfections. I don't have to be a person who's always perfect and always right. So they were always there to hold my hand. So it was a beautiful world that I made. The core reason why we are not able to love ourselves, friends, is that, we always keep judging ourselves. We always keep criticizing ourselves, especially women folk. We keep criticizing. We always keep questioning our decisions. That is it right? Or whatever we are saying, is it right? We keep questioning that, oh my God, can I take this decision? So we have to stop doing that. Healthy criticism is absolutely okay. But when it becomes a negative criticism, when it becomes a negative judgment of your own self, then there is a trouble that is rising. So we have to stop that. We have to start caring for ourselves. The art of self-care, to be more precise, is very important. Today, when you're going, after listening to this session, when you will go to your houses, when you go into the washroom where there's a big mirror, because every washroom has a mirror, why don't you do a small activity? Why don't you just drop all the clothes and just look at yourself in the mirror and see how you feel about yourself? Are you able to love yourself the way you are? Because in my experience of being a counselor, I have felt that, there's so many women, especially after they have given birth to their kids, they start loathing their body, their physical body. They don't like it. I'll tell you one example. I had gone for a marriage once, and there were certain women who were standing there, and I was wearing a deep neck. Since I have a freckly body, so those women, they commented on my body, and they said, "Oh my God, Sharoo, how can you wear such a deep necked dress? You have so many freckles." I say, "Yeah, so what? I love my freckles. They are the part of my body." So from that time onwards, those women, they stopped commenting on my body because I love my body the way it is. Again, I'm not saying that please do not get into physical fitness, yoga, meditation. Everything is necessary, because if you want to really be physically fit and you want to look good, then you have to work on it. You can't just keep sitting at one place and you just can't hating your body that, oh my God, I've become a mother, so my body is completely disproportionate. We have to bring this change in our own selves. We have to change the perspectives. Then only things are going to change in our lives. So today, when you're going to do that, when you go and see yourself in the mirror, you just see that whether you love yourself or not. And if not, if the answer is not, then you have to start loving yourself and you have to start working on it. Then only the things are going to be beautiful in your lives. You can start affirming also that, you can say that I create clear boundaries. You can say that I honor my needs, my values, my feelings. You can also affirm that I love my body. So with these affirmations, you can also change the core beliefs that usually women have. The core beliefs that I'm talking about is usually we have this core belief that I am unworthy, I am unloved, I hate myself. So we need to change and excavate these core beliefs and change it into something positive, that I'm worthy, I'm being loved, and I love myself. So these are the things that we need to change ourselves. Because unless and until this change comes within us, nothing is going to change. Because even I used to brood about these things. I used to think about these things, that, why are people rejecting me? Why? What is it that is not going right in my life? What is it that I should do to be accepted? But when this understanding through the angels came to me that no, you are suffice, you are sufficient, you are absolutely okay, you are absolutely beautiful. You don't have to think about anyone. The only thing that you need to do is to accept yourself. So, my dear friends, ladies, women, please try to accept the way you are. You are no less from anyone. You are completely beautiful the way you are. The only thing we need to do is to just strengthen ourselves, strengthen our beliefs. And we have to change our core beliefs, because the change, no matter how hard it is from the beginning or in the beginning, it is always bringing better and positive results, very good results. It is very hard, but it is beautiful. The change is always beautiful. So we need to understand these things, which is very, very, very important. So talking about self-love and finishing this talk on self-love, I will just finish it with one quote that is one of my favorites, that is actually now being taken by a very, very renowned author and poet, Oscar Wilde. Is a writer who said that to love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. So now you have to think and you have to see, are you ready for that romance with yourself? Because it is going to be a lifelong romance. And if you do so, I actually tell you that your life is going to be beautiful. Your life is going to be the way you want it to be. So just claim your power that is within you, because you are the feminine energy, and the feminine energies are the most strongest one. Even if we work through our emotions and through our intuitions, then also we are the most strongest person on this Mother Earth. So this is all about self-love, which I wanted to talk about. And after this, there is going to be a meditation also. And it is going to be a small meditation, which is going to be on self-acceptance. It is going to be a little guided meditation. So you just have to follow my voice in this meditation. And you just have to, it is not much of a guided, but yes, there are certain words that you need to follow. And then you can just be with your breath and with yourself for some time, because this is what I want you to be with your own self, to be with who you are, not with anybody, not with your husband, not with your kids, not with your family or relatives. You can just close your eyes. The music is going to be on within a few minutes. Just be with yourself for some time. Sit in a very comfortable position. Intertwine your hands in cross-legged feet. Cross your legs, close your eyes, and invoke the goddess within you. Invoke the goddess who is there with you. Invoke the angels. Invoke Archangel Samuel, who is there with you right now. Take a moment to ground yourself. Let go of everything that has happened today and bring yourself to this present moment. Just take a few moments to observe your breath. As you breathe a little deeper, let go of the thoughts and distractions. Focus on yourself, the one who is standing in front of you. As you stand there, the golden flame of the sun is covering your body. As you gaze around, you're feeling that you're perfect. Even if you feel that you're ordinary, you are less, you are unusual. Know that this is what makes you beautiful. You are a part of this universe, constant and variable. Your light is magnified, intensified, and you are sharing this light with all those around you. Touching the lives that could you possibly ever imagine. You are a part of this light. Let it replace all the aches and pains into luminosity. Every inhale brings light. Every exhale brings deeper sense of calm. Just be with your breath. Keep your eyes closed. Just be with your beautiful self. Let the beautiful light of Archangel Samuel penetrate into your being, giving you love, tranquility, harmony, and beauty. Let this light seep in your body, the body which is bright, beautiful, shining like a crystal. Being that of Archangel Samuel's pink light for a little more while. Take everything that you can, the purity, the love, the acceptance. Try to accept the goddess within you, the one who is strong, but who is beautiful. The one who can be a mother, but can be a warrior too. Accept that goddess within you. In this moment of your journey, you are complete. Just be with your breath, the tranquil, calm, beautiful breath. Whatever feelings you are having right now, whatever messages that you are getting through the angels, just take them with you. Just try to be with your angels and with the divine power, with the goddesses who are there with you. Just be there with them for some more time. Just don't be scared. Don't have any kind of a fear. Just accept what they are saying. Let it penetrate into your body fully and completely. Just be with your breath for a little more while. Just be with yourself for a little more while. Be with those divine and celestial beings for a little more while. with this feeling that you are complete and you have everything that you ever wanted in your life, you can open your eyes and come back to your waking consciousness whenever you want to. Come back to this physical life whenever you want to, with a big smile on your face.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very wonderful topic and the wonderful meditation connecting with all the angels and archangels. And so many beautiful points you have shared, and your life, what you call your life experience, is so inspiring. How you set healthy boundaries, and
Yes.
yes, how to accept our imperfections too. And I really liked how you discarded all the unwanted attachments that are not in alignment with your highest and greatest good. So many beautiful
Exactly.
things, Sharu. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me here.
Hence, you can ask Sharu. Yes. So many people have joined and they are sharing hello Sharu, hi, hi.
Thank
So
you.
many of them greeted you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So let's wait for 1 minute to receive any questions. And
Yes.
yes. One second. Beautifully expressed.
Thank you so much, Vibha. Thank you so much.
And
I love you too.
yes. And great to see you, Sharu Master from Dr. GK.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Jika. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. It means a lot for me. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. I think no one have any doubts because you have explained it in such a beautiful way.
Thank
Yes.
you so much.
Yes. Yes,
So
Sharu.
yeah, so this is what I always wanted, that I should be able to share these experiences with all the women here, because the women, they do go through a lot, especially when we talk about saying no. They face a lot of problems that they cannot say no, and I was also in the same boat, trust me. But then yes, I evolved and I learned, and with the help of angels, there was a lot of transformation in my life. So yes, so here you can see me a little transformed from what I was yesterday. Not that I did not make mistakes, but yes, I accepted them gracefully and I worked on them. So this is what it is. Thank you, Sri Lakshmi, for giving me this platform. Thank you so much. You're doing a wonderful work, and thank you so much for inviting me on this platform. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you so much.
thank
Shukriya. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, friends, thank you so much for joining. And let's connect in tomorrow's session with one more master. Until then, bye. Thank you. Yes.